So, I need everybody, let's pretend we're at a nightclub or something, right? Okay? And it's not far from the truth because this is actually the home of breakdancing in Atlanta. You might not have known that. But the Relapse Theater is like the B-boy, B-girl hacienda. That's where you are right now. Yes. So, we need everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Party has just begun.
The whole thing is basically about hip hop and where it comes from and why it's relevant for what we're doing today. So, like I said, normally I have like a little PowerPoint presentation. I'm not going to bore you guys with all that, but if I do have these handouts, we'll wait on those. Those are the process. Okay, if I don't have enough, just share with your neighbor. So basically, oh, and I need one. So graffiti in and of itself is a very ancient art form. You know, as long as there's been walls, people have wanted to leave their mark on them. So we can talk about cave drawings or hieroglyphics, but that's not really what we're trying to focus on today. We're focusing on that 1980s New York subway type of graffiti. And that comes from a culture called hip hop. Does anybody know the other elements besides graffiti and the breaking? Does anybody know the other two elements that make up hip hop? Can you guess? Music is part of both of these two elements. What are the two? What? So DJing and MCing, you got it. So it's DJ, MC, B-boy, graffiti, okay? You're probably pretty familiar with it, but it came out in New York in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and it totally spanned the entire globe. So, you know, there's lots of different subcultures, but hip-hop is one that every single continent, country has hip-hop in those forms, okay? Basically, the idea of getting your name up in your neighborhood became synonymous with being famous. And so that's sort of what sparked the culture of, as far as writing or graffiti writing. All the way back to like the 60s, there was a thing called Kilroy was here, where it was like a lot of people doing it. It wasn't just necessarily one person doing it. But then Cornbread and Taki 183 became kind of the first two very famous writers. And as you can tell, it wasn't really flamboyant or colorful, it was just a tag, you know, just a simple tag. Taking elements that don't belong to you, like sampling, but is always been popular, as you probably already know, but biting is a term. Does anybody know what biting means?
Taking someone's style.
To copy somebody, yeah.
Right.
Exactly, like to copy somebody else's style. So that's discouraged. That's discouraged, but for our exercise today, I understand that everybody here is a novice, so I brought all these graffiti books and visual aids over here, so if you need like some sort of inspiration for color schemes and things like that, you guys have actually got a blank canvas here, so I'm really excited to see what happens on that. But as far as, you know, it's okay to buy color schemes and stuff for today's exercise. Movies became very popular that spread the culture worldwide. So I put a little thing in here about the movies that were popular. And then So there were famous artists that came from the streets that actually turned their art into like a full-fledged career. So Lee is an example of one of the original guys from the 80s that was in these movies. And then also Risk, he's from the West Coast, taking what would normally be a very deviant type of art form and turning it into gallery-worthy type work. All right? So all the way down to digital and, commercial logos and things like that have all been influenced by this type of art. Okay, on the last page, you'll see 2 examples done by the same artist, Hocus. There, on the top one, it's super colorful, very wild. You'll notice the background is like circles and stars. You see that? The circle bubbles and stars and stuff. And he's got like a 3D on there that's got that teal color in there. There's lots of different ways you can do this. You can't really get it wrong. Another example just below that is not got a lot of color. There's no 3D. There's, a little bit of a background, but not as much as on the top one. So you can totally do this however you want. There's really no way to get it right or wrong. But the important thing is to have that style. And on these 2 panels here, you've already got the first step of the outline already completed. Okay, I've also got these handouts that have the process of how it's done. It's like a 10-step process basically. So I'll hand those out when you guys are actually doing the painting, and you can just do it step by step. But the first step is already done on these, and that's the outline. So we're gonna break so you guys can get to the food, and then once you start actually doing the painting, I'll address everybody again about the cans and the caps over here, and I'll show you. We'll be here to help you out and do it along with you. All right, cool. Yeah.
All right, who's out in the hall?